up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel.
Back with another YouTube video. As
Yeah.
weekly, we promised you guys.
Yep, trying to keep it everything pretty close together, so we ain't going months without posting again.
So today we're having story time.
First ever story time, because like I feel like we haven't really given y'all a chance to really get to know us as people. You know, I mean, yeah, we a couple and everything, but y'all can get to know us
more
in
than
depth.
just videos, pictures,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So what stories are we gonna be telling today?
So we got kind of a lineup. So first, I guess we're gonna be talking about just our coming out experience, like both of ours, and then we'll kind of wrap it all up with just how we met and where we're at now.
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna go first. So mine, it's actually not that exciting. It happened over like a few years until I was just finally out and I was comfortable. Well, 100% comfortable with who I was and who knew and whatever. But we can start all the way in 11th grade, high school, of course. So I had a best friend, my best friend at the time, and we've been friends since like early middle school. So you know, tight family tight, close. But anyway, up to my freshman year of high school, like I never ever told anybody that like I like guys as well as girls, so I wasn't I just wasn't comfortable with that. But anyway, by my freshman year I had told him, and you know, him being like my best friend and probably one of my only friends, like I only had a handful, but so it never really occurred to me that it might come back to me or that anybody else would find out. But it did, of course. But it didn't come up until my 11th grade year, when I finally actually started going out with a guy for the first time, and I told my best friend. And so it was cool or whatnot for a while. I kept it on the DL. But
Goodbye.
but yeah, eventually you start hearing some things just around school, just people that, I mean, I don't even consider them close friends, just associates that really shouldn't know my name or my whereabouts in the first place. But they knew. They would come up to me and be like, "Hey, ain't you going out with so and so?" And I'd be like, "Okay." Like when your circle is so small that like as small as mine was, if information gets out to people, you know who to go to. So I go to him, I confront him about it, and you know, it's cool after a while. You know, he just said it was a slip up or whatever, and so I let it go. Like it was a couple of people that weren't even relevant in my life, so I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna keep doing me, get school over with, get work done with. But then eventually it started catching up with some of our some more of my friends that I wasn't too ready for everybody else to find out. So so you notice when people start treating you differently, and that started happening a bunch of times, and I didn't know why until, you know, they actually tell you, like, yeah, I found out you was gay or whatever, and you know, I ain't cool with that. And it's just like, okay, I can respect that, but I don't know, I just had a different outlook on people for a while after that. But what really was the tipping point for me and my previous best friend's relationship just was when I found out he was actually going to tell his parents, like, about me for whatever reason. Like I found out from I honestly forgot who told me, but anyway, I found out he was going to tell his parents. And the problem with that was his parents were like this with my parents. So, and my parents are were very religious at the time. So, you know, those two don't mix at all. But he didn't tell his parents. I forgot why. I guess he just sense caught out to him or some shit. But anyway, so yeah, that was that. So everyone who basically knew me, they found out, just, you know, telephone game, he said, she said, whatever. But so that was done, and honestly it could have been a lot worse. Just as a person, I was pretty comfortable with who I was, and also like when the same year that everyone started finding out, I actually made another best friend who I knew I could trust. Just over a while, like you start seeing who you can trust, who you can't, who fuck with you, who don't. And I found like best friend for life, and he actually helped me through that whole coming out process. We helped each other through it. So yeah, once I made it to college, like freshman year wise, I was pretty set in who I was. I didn't care who knew. Friend speaking, like family was a different story. Like my family, that whole coming out process was just a different. I don't know. It's funny how you can have different layers of coming out. Like there's the friend slash associate level of coming out, and then you got the family and parents and all that shit. And that was a totally different experience. Like first family member who found out was actually my brother, who actually happens to be gay as well. So
runs in the blood.
Don't say that. Anyway, so I actually I told him. And that's when he told me, and I'm like, damn, like this whole time I could have had, like this close blood, just somebody to support me and help me through everything I was going through, which is what it actually would have been like a whole, I don't know, mentor type thing almost, only because he's so much older than me. Like he's 30 now, so it would have been real helpful to have someone just hold my hand through that. But after my brother, it was my aunt, and then after my aunt, it just slowly trickled throughout the family. Like a couple of my cousins found out, and then I lost track. It just spread. I told my little sister, and then like I was pretty cool with that. She's actually real mature for somebody her age, so yeah, that helped. And then it's still to this day I feel kind of bad because the last person to find out was my mom, and it was actually when Demeek and I started dating, when we moved in actually, like about a couple weeks before we actually moved in together. I told my mother, and actually, like looking back, I can see how it was just kind of bad timing. I mean, not bad timing, but like, hey mom, I'm moving out, like with a nigga, like. So I mean,
you just threw all that in her face
at the same time, right? And that, like, I see now it wasn't the best way to do it. So of course, I mean, it could have gone a lot worse. It didn't go as bad as I expected at all. Of course, she didn't agree with it, and she told me that, but then she also backed that up with, "Hey, I love you, and we gonna get through this." Of course, now she still think I'm gonna convert eventually, but the fuck is all that about?
Go ahead and convert. Mm-hmm. Get delivered.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, other than that, we still strong relationship with all my family. I still haven't told my father. I'm not going to. He's not relevant enough in my life for me to feel like I need to at this moment. So, but yeah, that brings me to today. Like I said, it's not exciting at all. I didn't get outed or anything. No, that's a lie. I did get outed, but not in like a dramatic way. Like I know a lot of people did. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was my coming out story.
So, time for mine. Mine's just a little different. Actually, it's a lot of different.
Give me a minute.
So my story is a little bit different. Basically, so I have to backtrack all the way to the 11th grade. That was back in high school when I was running track for my high school. Anyways, so it's like I had two families. I had my blood family and then my track team. We all loved each other. We all treated each other like brothers, sisters. We were super close. So basically, 11th grade year, that's when I got comfortable with myself. I started communicating with guys. Everybody knew me as the ladies' man. So I was DMing this one guy, and I was told not to even be friends with him. I was talking to him on a friend level. People told me he was messy, but I had to learn the hard way. So I kept communicating with him. So out of nowhere, I guess he like wanted to date me or something, and I really didn't want to because of who the person was. So he took screenshots of our DMs and posted it on his Twitter and tagged my teammates and like all the recent people that I was talking to on my timeline. So like some of the people didn't even know me in real life, and he added them in the tweet. Like we was like lost brothers or something like that. So my teammates knew. So we was all in the group chat. They was DMing me they was messaging me in the group chat, and I was asleep when all this was going down. I was asleep, so I woke up to everything on my phone. So I woke up after a long day of school, practice. I went home and took a nap. Take a nap. And I woke up and my heart like literally stopped, and like it's like all the blood like rushed to my head because I really wasn't ready. I wanted to wait till I got to college, to be honest, but I couldn't do that, I guess. All the blood rushed to my head, and it's like it felt like I was about to pass out, honestly.
I get that.
Like I was still in the bed and I was about to like just lay back down because like I was just so embarrassed. It wasn't even anything to like good in DMs. It was just like normal conversation. But I guess because I was DMing that person that everybody knew was gay, I guess he was like, oh, it's gonna add up. They're gonna find out today. So they found out. Nobody believed it at first, but I took the opportunity to tell them because I knew I wasn't gonna do it myself. Go to each individual person and tell them, like, no. So I took this opportunity and I was just like, I flipped it on him. He wanted it to be bad on me, but it was good for me. So I thank you, because if it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't know him. So, I feel like it was a learning experience really. So that was just my teammates. Now, I had a brother that was on my track team as well. He wasn't in our group chat, so I knew I had to tell him because he was on my team, and I didn't want him to find out through somebody else. And he's sitting there trying to defend me. My brother like girls, and then like I'm just like, no, I don't. Yeah, that would have just been messy. So I avoided that. I avoided the mess, and I went and told my brother. He gave me nothing but love. He told me that he still loved me for who I am, and he know I'm gonna get through this. I honestly thought it was a phase. That's why, until my 11th grade year, that's why I didn't want to tell nobody. Because I was like, I'm going to wait until I know for sure.
I swear, like, that was mine. I don't know. When I was little, I was weird. Like, I would be 8 years old talking about, like, when I'm 12, I'm not going to be gay no more.
Goodbye.
I would be clocking it. And then I just got to the point where I'm just like,
yo,
got
like,
okay with myself. Which it was a
that was
great
when I
feeling,
started,
honestly.
That was when I started growing up. Everybody was on my line. I had the juice.
I did too, but I was ignoring everybody. So
that was when I just glowed up. So, I was feeling myself a little bit. So I told my brother. So I knew if I told my brother, I had to tell my family. So then one day I was just like, this is like 2 days later after I got outed. I texted both my parents at the same time, and I told them, I was like, I have something to tell you. It was a copy and paste, because like I didn't know who to tell first, because both my parents they're both against it, but at the same time they're both loving. So I knew, well, actually I didn't know, but I wanted to know like what was gonna happen. So I was crying in the middle of like texting them because I knew it was gonna hurt them and hurt me, like, but I just had to get it done. I'd rather them find out from me than somebody else. So I told them my mom she has like a normal job. My dad runs a business. He's his own boss, so he texted me back first. I should have never replied. I should have waited to my mom, because I know my mom. I know she wouldn't have overreacted and told everybody. My dad told everybody. But I don't got a problem with it. It is what it is. I am who I am. Oh well.
Amen.
So I told my dad. My dad texted me back first. I told him, I was like, yeah, I'm bi. But I think I said I still love girls or something like that. I said something really stupid and like, I don't know. I tried to make it, not look as bad. I was like, Dad, I'm bisexual, but I still love girls. So I tried to make it like not as bad, but it didn't work, I guess. So immediately he called my mom, and I guess they had a conversation, and he must have said some rude things to her, and she called me and she was like, "What's going on? Why's your dad calling me saying you bi? Blah 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 blah." And I was just like, "But I am." And like it was just so bad. And then my mom came and picked me up from practice. This was like right before practice, by the way. Like I was over there crying in the locker room before practice. I was dead. That workout killed me that day too. I was not prepared. Like I felt weak that day. Like I was weak-minded. So I just let everything like break me down that day. Cause I knew when I got home it was gonna be something else. So my mom picked me up from practice, and we went to Ross. It's a normal store. I forgot what we bought there, but we was walking around. She was like, "So what made you tell your dad before you told me?" And I was just like, "I don't know." And like we was like laughing in the conversation because like she was happy. She was happy that I finally came out and told them. She was happy. My dad wasn't happy. So she was just like laughing like, "What made you tell him first?" And I was just like, "I don't know." He responded first, and I just wanted to get off my chest. Everybody else already knew. So she was just like, "Oh, okay. I thought you were just gonna tell me and not tell him at all." I was like, should have did that. But yeah, that's that really.
Yeah,
I mean, till this day, it's still like my mom loves me, my dad loves me, but at the same time, it's still something that they don't like discussing with me. So I just leave it alone, really.
Yeah,
I'm the same person that I was before, so like, it is what it is. Like,
yeah. And I feel like part of that's just all the other elements that are like part of growing up too, just you discovering who you are and just I don't know. I guess since you're so occupied just finding your way in life that I wasn't concerned with what everybody else was thinking. So it was really freeing. I mean, I see that now. At the time, it was like, damn, my life is over.
Yes, oh my gosh. Like, I really thought like my life was over. I thought I was going to get kicked out. I thought they wasn't going to love me no more.
Oh, that's later. Never mind. We won't get to that later.
Anyways.
I'm not laughing at that, but...
So now it's time to tell the story how we met.
Oh yeah, how we met.
What are you so happy for?
I'm not...
So, I'm just... Okay, so I have to go first because my story is like... I have to tell my side, then you tell your side.
Yeah, he got a lot more layers to his.
Anyways. So... I was at school at this time. This was like in December or November. I was just scrolling through my timeline, and I always like see him on my timeline, and I just be like, "Damn, he's fine." Like a picture, double tap it and then just keep scrolling. So I knew he had his school's name in his bio, so I heard the school name before, so I knew he was from the same state as me. So I was just like, I'd always like it, but I'd never have time to like, go home and like see you on vacation and stuff because I would forget I'm only home for a month or whatever. So like time would just keep flying by. The years pass, college, it just flies by literally. So I just didn't have time. So I stopped going to school earlier this year. So I took full advantage of it. Like I got home, I think I was home for like a month or two, and I seen him on my timeline again. I was like, oh yeah, let me hit him up. So I like slid in his DMs. And what did I say? I was just like, what's up? What?
You got one part. He did hit me up before like we actually started talking.
I hit you up a long time ago.
Like last year.
Yeah.
Last year. And I think I was in a relationship at the time. I did.
He left me on red.
That
he
was
responded one time. I was like, what's up? He was like, what's up? And I was like, what you doing? Red.
I mean, I was in a relationship at the time. And I'm not, I pride myself on being pretty. I mean, yeah.
What is he gonna say?
I mean, I know how to curve. My curve game's strong, so. But yeah, this time though, I actually like entertained it a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm like, okay, let me see what this nigga want. Typically, I don't really respond to DMs like that. Like even when I'm single, but so I'm like, okay. We'll see. So he wanted to go. No, first, let's talk about these first messages he sent me. I almost ain't even follow through with it. This nigga over
First
here,
of all,
like,
he
he's like,
took it the wrong way. He took it the wrong way.
No, there's no wrong way.
Move
So
it.
he gonna text me, be like, this is the first day we start texting, right? I don't know nothing. He gonna be like, where you go to school? I'm like, all right, I go to Towson. I'm in Baltimore, or whatever. And he like, bet I'm in Bowie. And I'm like, I'm thinking like, oh, Bowie, he a whole hour and a half away. What he messaging me for? But he like, we should like hang out, chill, like cuddle or some shit. And I'm like looking at that word cuddle. I'm like, yeah, we can watch a movie. We can definitely watch a movie.
That's exactly what I meant. I wanted to watch a movie and
You
cuddle.
want to
That was
cuddle
it.
with a stranger. Like,
First
I'm
of
like, he
all-
probably say that to everybody. So I'm
First
like,
of
you know what?
all-
Let's keep it platonic for
First
a
of all,
minute.
that was like the third day.
No,
that was
it
not
was
the
the first day.
No, well, you must have.
I
You went
can
to
pull up-
sleep. You went to sleep and woke up and responded the next day. Or something
Okay,
like
then
that.
yeah, then that's what happened. But nah, anyway, so I convinced him to let's like go to the movies instead of like
No.
coming over my little dorm.
First
Yes.
of all, I came over the first
Oh,
time.
yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
You didn't come in my room the first
I know.
time. Though. Yeah, so like
We
you was on my
chilled and
campus.
walked around his dorm. We was getting to know each other, feeling each other out.
Yeah,
It was cool.
it was pretty cool. And
He
then
was a little weird though when I first met him. I feel like he was shy.
So was he. You was weird as hell.
I think he was just shy.
I was, yeah. I'm shy, like in person. Like if anybody ever meet me,
He's
or whatever reason, I'm
like
shy.
the first day I met him is nothing compared to how he is now.
Mhm.
Like he was really like a robot. And you
I was over here filling you out. Like I'm just like I don't know. When I first meet somebody, I just like I watch and I listen. I'm just like okay, putting pieces together. What type of person is this nigga? Like whatever, you know. But yeah, after that it was pretty cool. February 25th, first day we went to the movies.
Yeah, I took
And
him
then
on our first date.
And it took off from there. We became like official in April 420. Yeah, I did that on purpose. I asked him out to, you know, be mine's forever and always and whatever. But yeah, but so after April, you know, we were getting stronger. Of course, I mean, everybody got little bumps in the road at first, but we was good. And then the drama probably started when we started our YouTube channel, actually. Yeah, you want to take it from there?
So basically, we posted the YouTube video. I can't even get too deep into details because it's really like, it was kind of like a messy situation, and a lot of people don't know I know the mess, but I always know the mess. Always know the mess. So basically, my parents, I brought him over to make a YouTube video at my house, and I thought that
Which I told him not to, by the way. I want to put that out. I did tell him it was a bad idea. Anyway.
I didn't know that they would know that it was a what was it, a pine tree? We have pine trees in my parents' backyard, and they just knew it was theirs because of the exact spot that he picked.
I did not pick that spot. Don't try it.
It
When
was
we
like-
went outside
no.
and said, if your parents see this, ain't they gonna know this your backyard? He's like, no. They're not even gonna see it. And I'm like,
Yo, they would have never seen it if somebody didn't send it to them.
we gonna
But that's a
some
story
tea
for
on
another
that
day.
one.
Let me get some.
Anyway, so yeah, so after his parents found out, oh yeah, go ahead.
Basically, they were just really mad at the fact that, so they knew that I like guys and girls, but they was mad that I brought it to the house. I have little sisters. I guess they just don't want me to bring that stuff around them. My dad doesn't like, he's cool with me, but he doesn't like want me to bring stuff like that to him, basically. And I brought him to my house, so my dad wasn't with it. He was like, you need to find somewhere to go. He didn't want me to stay at the house no more, so here we are.
Yes,
Got our
so
own
we
place.
yeah, it actually happened pretty quick. I mean, at the beginning of the year, I didn't expect, you know, we moved in somewhere in 19, but we making it work. It's actually, I feel like we needed the push.
Yeah, I needed a push because now he's 19, I'm 21. I just turned 21. And we have our own place. And next year we're looking for something bigger. And then the year after that, we're not that fast, but bigger. Like we're elevating so fast. And it's just like, a lot of people need a push. Like, if I didn't meet you, I would be in a dorm room, or I would be in my parents' basement. Like, people need to push. Like, when people kick you out, take that as a lesson. Like,
Not all the time. I mean, our situation we had each other we had help to support each other, basically. So I feel like that actually did
but still though,
help. Yeah. I mean, again, it don't always turn out the same for
if that didn't
everybody.
happen, then we would have been in the same situation we was last year.
Yeah.
Which wasn't a bad thing, but now we have our own. Now we know what it feels like. It's completely different. It's way different.
Yeah.
But now we started at a young age.
And which I think is a good thing because, after
23, 24, we're gonna be ready to like get a house.
So yeah, overall, I mean, you live, you learn, and you grow from it. And, that never stops ever. So we're gonna keep learning, living,
Living our
growing
best lives.
together. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this first story time. We're gonna try to shorten it a little
this
bit
is
next
long.
time. This
This
is a
is a
long
long-
ass video, but
Okay, let's wrap it up.
yeah.
So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you
Like, subscribe, and comment below, and let us know what you want to see us do next. All right.
we got some more stuff coming every
I'm
week
on.
now.
Bet. All right. Y'all have a good one. All right.
All right, see you later.